What if your GPS died? Your phone had no signal, and the trail simply disappeared. Today, we're breaking down 2 essential wilderness navigation skills: how to read the land, trust your bearings, and find your way when technology fails. Welcome back to the Lost Fjord. Almost 2 o'clock. Are you like me? Do you ever look at your fancy timepiece and wish, man, I wish not only could this tell me the time, but I wish it could tell me what direction I was going? Well, your wish has been answered. You can actually use just your watch and the sun. You can actually find out your direction pretty good. Again, none of these navigational skills are perfect. Nothing is. Your GPS isn't, your compass isn't, your map isn't, but it'll get you going in the right direction, or at least in a direction you know, which at the end of the day could be the difference between life and death. But it's pretty simple. All you do is you take your watch, you take the hour hand, and you point it at the sun. From there, you figure out where the 12 o'clock position is. For me, it's that way. Sun is directly off my hour hand, and you split the difference between the two. For me, it's pretty easy. It's 2 o'clock now, so all that means is 1 o'clock is south. Now, you can test it if you have a compass. Now, I didn't want to just use the compass because I wanted to show you this cool trick. Behold, 20 seconds of me getting it wrong with absolute confidence and realizing it only in the edit. Just to prove it, I have my compass here, and lo and behold, again, not accurate, but that's south. So now I know if I turn 90 degrees, I'm going north, east, and west. It's as simple as that, and it's a great trick. I use it pretty regularly, and it's kind of fun. And just like that, I noticed the mistake, fixed it, and the trail forgave me, and we're back on track. On that same train of thought, there's another tip that I want to share with you. Again, another simple, easy trick that you can use if you're out to know your directions. This one, again, all you need is the sun and a stick. This one also looks like you could get rid of vampires. Here's all you do. I'll talk you through it first, and then I'll show you. But you're going to take a stick, drive it into the ground. Once you've got that, you're going to follow the shadow, put a rock, a coin, something that won't blow away and something that you can recognize pretty easily at the end of that shadow. Next thing you're going to do is wait. This is always the hardest part for me. I tend to wait 10 to 15 minutes. So that's what we'll do. But you want the shadow to move about a foot. And then once that's done, you place another stake or another pebble, and that's when the cool stuff happens. So let's give it a shot, and I'll show you what I mean. So we've got our stick. We're going to take it. I'm going to drive it in as best we can right here. And now we see the end of our stick. Next thing I have to find is a cool rock. Right here. So we're going to take our cool, magical, shiny rock that we'll recognize in 10 to 15 minutes. And we're just going to place it here. The next thing we do is wait. So while we're waiting, I found my next rock. This is when having a favorite rock is good for you. So there's a problem with this method, and I'm sure you can see I'm actually losing my sunlight behind the ridge. So we're going to cut this experiment a little bit short, but with the little tiny bit I can see, it looks like we're there. So a little bit abridged version, but here's the idea, and it still works, and even with this little limited time that we've used it for, it's still accurate. So here's our first pebble, here's our second pebble. Now again, we'd want a much wider scale, but we're going to work with what we have and the light we have. All right, so I've got 3 points of my compass. I just need to know how to orientate it. It's pretty simple. So first rock, second rock, stick. The stick is actually going south. So we have east, south, west, which means that way is north. Again, a super simple method that I think is just really cool. And it is, again, fun to use on the trail, and in a life or death situation, it can point you in the right direction. So again, practice it at home. When I first learned it, I actually practiced it a bunch in the yard with the dogs. So I would stick the stick in, mark it, let the dogs play, read a little bit, try to be patient. Never worked, but after a while, come back and look, and I was able to tell, and I had a compass with me. I was able to look at it and confirm. But it's fun to practice, and I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time here on the Lost Fjord.